Today we've got a Denza B5 in, and we're ditching that ugly factory side step and fitting a set of electric side steps. The factory step sits high, so it's awkward getting in and out, especially if you're on the shorter side. Let's fix that. Step 1. Get the car up. If you've got ramps at home, use them. Otherwise, put the car into high access mode. Then set it into repair mode so the suspension locks and won't adjust on you, and turn the car off. It'll stay there until you cycle it back out. Step 2. Get underneath and remove the factory step. 13mm socket, 6 bolts. Undo all 6 and the factory step comes straight off the vehicle. Easy as. Step 3. Unbox the kit and lay it out. You've got 4 brackets, a left side and a right side. Now pay attention here. Every bracket is laser cut marked on the top. Left front, left rear, right rear. On the left, the motor sits at the rear. On the right, the motor sits at the front. They're opposite. Read those markings before you mount anything. You'll also get spacers and packers in different sizes, your M6 bolts and flat washers, M8 bolts, the wiring loom, and the ECU. Those packers are your friend. If the step sits on a bit of an angle or fouls the bodywork, you shim it with those. And there's a basic paper manual in there, but this video is your real manual. Step 4. Pop off the little black covers on the car. They're hiding your factory mounting holes. On the driver's side, remove 1, 2, 3, 4. At the back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on the passenger side, 1, 2, 3, 4. But at the rear, you only remove 1, 2, 3. Leave the front ones alone. Those 3 holes are for your rear bracket. Chuck the covers in the bin, you won't need them. Step 5. Know where your cables are going before you start. Up in the rear left, there's a grommet. That's your entry point for the rear left motor. And up front on the driver's side, there's another one. That's where the front motor comes up. Have a look at both before you go pulling trim off. Step 6. Interior trim. Start by pulling the rubber door seal off. There's a mastic sealant behind it and it goes everywhere. It's terrible stuff. Then get your fingers under the plastic trim and pop it up. Step 7. The seat. Grab your Torx bit. Start with the rear bolts. Run the seat forward, undo the 2 rear bolts, both sides. Then push the seat all the way back and undo the front 2. Once all 4 are out, you can tilt the seat back without unplugging a single thing. Use the electric adjuster to get it into the position you want and lift it up. Just don't put too much tension on that loom. That gives you access underneath, which is exactly where the module's going. Use a trim tool, not included in the kit, and take the top trim off first. Then there's a Phillips screw. Undo that and the next panel pops off. That gives you access to the bottom panel. Pry the trim clip with your trim tool so you don't snap it, and lift the panel from the back first. Step 8. The grommets. Lift the carpet up and you'll find your grommet. You're only going through the rubber grommet here. You are not drilling through steel. The biggest plug measures about 11mm, so grab a 12mm step bit and a right angle drill and open it up carefully. Just enough for the grommet to seat. And when the cable's through, seal it back up with silicone. That's not in the kit either, so bring your own. Do the same on the rear left and the front right. That's the prep done. Part 2. We run the cables and wire it all up. You've got 2 pairs. The longer 1.6 meter cables run to the front right motor and its LEDs, and the shorter pair runs to the rear left motor. Match the lengths before you feed anything. Step 9. Feed the cables in. You've got 2 white plugs. Do 1 at a time. Big one first. Push it up through the hole towards the side of the vehicle, then pull it up. Then feed the small one through. Pull nearly all the cable through, but leave yourself enough to reach the motor. Step 10. The passenger seat comes back too. Same as before. You need that access to run the cable under the center console, because that's where the main ECU is going. Lift the carpet, open the flap, and feed the cable underneath. Best trick here, use a fish tape or a coat hanger. Lift the carpet, feed it under, and grab it from the front. The cable runs straight under the console on the floor and pops out the other side. Super easy. Step 11. Seats back in. Make sure your cables are neat underneath. Nothing pinched, everything closed up. Then all 4 seat bolts back in and torque them to 60 Newton meters. Step 12. Mount the ECU. It sits under the console. Now plug everything in. Your harness is marked left and right. So left into left, right into right. Don't get that wrong. The plugs only go in one way, and the bigger ones are your motors. The smaller ones, your LEDs. Step 13. The CAN bus. Find the CAN bus plug, pull that little grey tab back, squeeze it with your fingers and pull the cable out. It's a 2-way connector, so you loop it. Plug the factory connector into the harness, then the new harness back into that terminal. Then push the module in behind the panel, clip the panel back on, and cable tie everything up nice and neat. Step 14. Power and earth. 10mm socket at the front of the seat under the carpet. That's your earth point for the module. Then run your fused 12-volt wire under the carpet up to the fuse box and plug it into the 7.5 amp fuse. Second from the top, down the middle. That's your constant power. Then get all your interior trim back together and give the car a good wipe down. Step 15. Brackets on. 1 bolt, 1 flat washer each, and Loctite them. It's not in the kit, but do it. Plug your motors in and make sure each motor goes to the right cable. Then route the cable underneath the car to the front step. Now a big one, and don't skip it. When you mount the step, make sure the front holes pick up on both sides. Check that before you commit. And when you route the front cable, tuck it into the track all the way along and behind the bracket before you put your M6 bolts in. That keeps it hidden and out of harm's way. Step 16. Fit the steps. Pull the little rubber stopper out, slide the square nuts down the track, and line them up with your step. 4 M6 bolts, 5mm Allen key, and a bit of Loctite. Leave them loose for now. You still need to slide it front to rear to line it up. Plug your LED cable in and check it's tucked so it can't catch when the step opens and closes. And it should light straight up because your power's already on. Step 17. Alignment. Close the door and watch it retract. If everything's loose, it won't retract properly, so slide the step exactly where you want it. Aim for about a 5mm gap between the step and the plastic. That way it doesn't catch at the rear. Then lock off your 5mm Allen bolts.
Step 18. Underneath. Tighten all your 13mm bolts. For the rear bolt, you'll need a 13mm spanner. You can't fit a socket in there. Everything else takes a socket. Step 19. Cables and the exhaust. This one matters. Every cable needs to be run behind the bracket and pulled tight, well away from the exhaust. Make sure your cable holder faces down. Nothing hangs, nothing touches. Cable tie it, silicone your grommets, and check it all again with the step open and closed. Step 20. Last job. Stand back and look down both sides of the car. Make sure it's all lined up. Then download the app, scan the QR code, or grab the link off our website. You can set your LED colors and sequences however you like when you open and close the doors. You can set them to stay on while driving, but that's not legal in Australia, so we recommend keeping that off. And that's it. Electric side steps on the Denza B5. Hope that video helps you. Catch you later.